Trump and the Third Temple. Israel 365 News wrote on November 11, Rabbi Joseph Berger revealed some amazing aspects of Donald Trump's victory in the recent U.S. presidential election, most notably his potential role in building the Third Temple. Trump's election is a necessary element of the redemption and a sign that the Messiah is imminent. Rabbi Berger said it indicates that he will play a role in preparing the way for the arrival of the Messiah. This connection was so evident in Trump's connection with Jerusalem that in 2018, the Sanhedrin minted a coin with a profile of Trump superimposed on the image of Persian King Cyrus, who facilitated the building of the Second Temple in Jerusalem that ended the Babylonian exile in 538 BC. The Persian king is the only non-Jewish leader to be referred to in the Bible as his anointed one. Like Cyrus, God put Donald Trump in power in order to build the temple and pave the way for the Messiah. I'll go back and look at Cyrus, that he was known by God, and even by name. I think it was about 150 years before he would ever be born. That's the amazing thing about God in heaven above. He can do anything. And here he is and calling way back in history and bringing forth this man 150 years later to do what he was intended to do, and he did it. He did it. You can read about that, Ezra, the first chapter, the last chapter of the Second Chronicles as well. And like Cyrus, God put Donald Trump in power to build the temple and pave the way for the anointed one. God sets up leaders and he removes leaders. God is involved in his creation. He has a perfect timetable as well as his master plan. And everything is working out exactly the way that God intends it to be. Rabbi Berger said, like Moses, Trump began a part of the common people, was revealed in his first success entering the White House, but was then hidden. Like Moses, now that Trump has been revealed for the second time, he will fulfill his ultimate function. Rabbi Berger said, and he will. That's why God is still protecting him. Though there have been others trying to kill him, but they've done everything they can to destroy him. He's going to be in office for a while enough, long enough to do what this is talking about here, to get that third temple underway. In fact, probably all the way through, maybe the completion, I'm not sure of that, but it'll be far enough along that there'll be no stopping it. And that's going to be very upsetting to the establishment in Washington. The Democrats don't really care for Israel. They're on the side of the Arabs. Reestablishing the temple on Temple Mount isn't possible using the Israeli name for the raised plateau in occupied East Jerusalem where Al-Aqsa Mosque stands. I don't know how it would happen. You don't know how it would happen, but I know that it could happen. This is what is said here, and I'm just quoting. Far-right Jewish activists want to build a third Jewish temple on the site where Al-Aqsa Mosque structures and courtyards stand today. Some, including Christian evangelicals, believe this will herald the arrival of the Messiah and possibly even the end of the world. No, it's not going to bring the end of the world. It will bring an end to this age moving to the 6,000 years into the seventh millennium, which is when Christ returns and establishes his throne and begins his rule with a rod of iron. JNS added on November 14, in newly surfaced remarks from a 2018 conference, President-elect Donald Trump's nominee for Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth said there was no reason a third temple could not be established on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. He rejected the two-state solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, saying, and I quote, if you walk the ground today, you understand that there is no such thing as the outcome of a two-state solution. There is one state, underlined. There's only one state.